Are you new to ABAP and struggling with where to start? Feeling overwhelmed with the syntax and endless keywords? In this video, we'll break down the top 5 ABAP commands that every beginner must understand. Not just with definitions, but also with real examples, why they matter, and how they're used in actual SAP projects. If you're aiming to become a developer, a functional consultant who wants to understand technical logic, or just curious about how ABAP works, this guide is for you. Let's dive into the core of SAP programming. Command 1. Data. What it does. Data is the starting point of every ABAP program. It's used to declare variables, internal tables, and work areas. Basically, the data containers you'll use in your code. Syntax examples. Data LV name, type string. Scalar variable data, LV age, type I. Integer data, LS start customer types NO1. Structure based on KNA1 table data. LTR customers, type table of KNA1. Internal table real-world use. In a typical sales order report, you may need to retrieve a list of customers and their addresses. You'll define LTTAL customers to store the data fetched from table KNA1 and use LS customer for each row while processing or displaying it. Why it's important. You can't store, manipulate, or transport any data without it. Think of data as setting the foundation of your house. If you don't define your data structures properly, your entire program becomes unstable. Pro tips. Use type to refer to dictionary types and like to refer to existing variable definitions. Use data, value to initialize variables directly. Bonus insight. Modern ABAP also supports data. Constructor expressions. Data LV total equals 0. This is more compact and increasingly used in S/4HANA development. Command 2. Select what it does. Select is the most important command for interacting with SAP database tables. It lets you retrieve specific records or entire datasets. Syntax examples. Select asterisk from Mara into table LT materials. Select Matianar, Matart from Mara into table L materials where Matnar Hazardkorners 100000001. Real-world use. Suppose you want to display material stock levels for a plant. You would use select to pull data from MARD, storage location data, or MARC, plant data. Why it's important, correct and efficient. Select statements determine the speed and accuracy of your reports and transactions. It also reduces the load on the database server when used properly. Pro tips. Use select single when expecting only one record. Prefer select into corresponding fields if field names differ from the target structure. Avoid nested selects. Use joins or for all entries instead. Bonus insight. In HANA optimized code, always minimize selects and retrieve exactly what is required. Field level precision is key. Command 3. Loop at what it does. Loop at lets you process records in an internal table, one by one. It's a core part of ABAP procedural programming. Syntax example. Loop at LTY customers into LS PAR customer. Write Yas LS TY customer name 1. End loop. Real-world use. You might be looping over sales orders in VBAK and generating a summary report. For each document, you fetch and write its status, customer, and net value. Why it's important. Most business processes are list-based. You'll loop over deliveries, invoices, materials, and loop gives you a clean way to handle row-level operations. Advanced tip. Use assigning field symbol for better memory handling, especially in large tables. Loop at LT customers assigning field symbol. Write /name1. End loop bonus. Insight, pair loop with at new and at end of for grouped processing in classic reporting scenarios. Command 4. Read table. What it does. Read table lets you find a specific record in an internal table by a key. It's the ABAP way of searching in-memory tables. Syntax examples. Read table LT to customers into LS customer with key canar equals 100,000. Read table LTT customers assigning field symbol with key or T101 equals Berlin. Real-world use. You're processing a sales order and want to cross-check if the customer has a valid shipping condition. Instead of selecting again from KNA1, you read from the internal table. Why it's important. Fast, in-memory access beats repeated selects. Read table ensures performance and avoids unnecessary database hits. Optimization. Tip, use binary search if your internal table is sorted. Sort AES LT taught customers by name. Read table LT or customers with key name. Alpha binary search. Bonus insight. Combine read with conditional logic like if sci su brc 0 to handle lookup results safely. Command 5. Write what it does. Write is used to output values in classic reports or testing environments. It's not used in Fiori UI5, but it's still the developer's best friend for quick outputs. Syntax. Example, write / customer number ls customer canor. Real-world use. While debugging or developing a quick prototype report, you'll often print values to screen using write. It helps test loops, validations, and data logic. Formatting tip. Write labos ls customer canor 20 ls customer name 1. Write total 30 LVAS total currency USD. Bonus insight. Pair. Write with uline, skip, new page, and hide for classic ALV-style report structuring. Also useful for quick output in background jobs during unit testing. Conclusion. So there you have it. 5 foundational ABAP commands that every beginner must know and master. They are not just keyword, they are how you talk to SAP. They help you retrieve, process, and output business data that powers massive enterprises around the world. Start with small programs. Practice selects, loops, and reads. Debug your outputs with write. The more you play, the better you learn. Tell me in the comments which command you already use, and which one you're still trying to master. Subscribe to SAPify for more weekly tutorials and SAP career guidance. Thanks for watching. Now go write some code.